There are three main models used to calculate child support in the United States. These are the income shares model, the percentage of income model, and the Melson formula. These models aim to ensure that children receive adequate financial support from both parents after divorce or separation. The income shares model considers the income of both parents and aims to replicate the standard of living the child would have enjoyed if the family were still together. The percentage of income model uses a percentage of the non-custodial parent's income to determine the child support amount. This percentage varies by state and is influenced by factors like the number of children. The Melson formula is a more complex model that considers various factors, including both parents' incomes, childcare expenses, and the cost of health insurance for the child. Each state adopts one of these models or a variation thereof to determine child support obligations. The choice of model can significantly impact the child support amount. For instance, a high-income earner might pay significantly more under the income shares model than the percentage of income model. Understanding these models is crucial for parents navigating child support arrangements, as it helps them grasp the rationale behind the calculated amounts. These models provide a framework for ensuring that children's financial needs are met, regardless of their parents' marital status. Child support calculations are not arbitrary. They involve considering various factors to determine a fair and appropriate amount. The most crucial factor is the income of both parents. Courts use this information to assess each parent's ability to contribute financially to the child's upbringing. The number of children requiring support is another significant factor. Supporting multiple children naturally incurs higher costs, leading to larger child support obligations. Custodial arrangements also play a role in determining child support. The parent with primary custody typically incurs more day-to-day expenses for the child. Therefore, the non-custodial parent is usually ordered to pay child support. Additional factors considered include the cost of childcare, health insurance for the child, and any special needs the child might have. These expenses add to the overall cost of raising a child and are factored into the child support calculation. Some states also consider each parent's earning capacity. This comes into play when one parent is voluntarily unemployed or underemployed. The court may impute income to that parent based on their earning potential, ensuring that child support is not unfairly reduced. Child support calculations aim to provide for the child's basic needs and maintain a standard of living comparable to what they would have enjoyed if the family were intact. By considering these factors, the courts strive to achieve a fair and equitable distribution of child support responsibility. There are many misconceptions surrounding child custody and support. One common myth is that mothers always get custody. This is simply not true. Courts decide custody based on the best interests of the child, considering factors like each parent's ability to provide a stable and loving environment. Gender plays no role in these decisions. Another misconception is that child support and visitation are linked. Many believe that if they don't pay child support, they don't have to allow visitation. This is entirely false. Child support and visitation are separate legal issues. Parents are obligated to financially support their children regardless of their visitation rights. Denying visitation because of unpaid child support is not only unethical but can also have legal consequences. Another myth is that child support payments can be used for anything the custodial parent desires. While it's true that the custodial parent has discretion over how the money is spent, it's important to remember that child support is intended for the child's benefit. This means the funds should be used for expenses like food, clothing, shelter, education, and extracurricular activities. Misusing child support funds can lead to legal repercussions. The concept of child support in America has evolved significantly over time. In early American history, child support was largely an informal affair. Parents, typically fathers, were expected to provide for their children. However, there were no legal mechanisms to enforce these obligations. As society progressed and divorce became more common, the need for a more formal system became apparent. The mid-20th century marked a turning point with the establishment of federal programs like aid to families with dependent children. This program aimed to assist single mothers in supporting their children. It also marked the beginning of federal involvement in child support enforcement. The creation of the Office of Child Support Enforcement in 1975 further solidified the federal government's role in enforcing child support obligations. The OCSE was tasked with locating non-custodial parents, establishing paternity, and collecting child support payments. These developments reflected a growing societal and governmental recognition of the importance of child support in ensuring the well-being of children. The evolution of child support laws and enforcement mechanisms highlights the ongoing commitment to providing for children even when their parents live separately. Section 5. The evolution of federal involvement. Federal involvement in child support enforcement has steadily increased over the latter half of the 20th century and into the 21st. The 1984 Child Support Amendments and subsequent legislation introduced measures like wage withholding, tax refund intercepts, and passport denial to incentivize non-custodial parents to fulfill their obligations. These measures aim to streamline the collection process and ensure a consistent stream of financial support for children. The federal government also recognized the need for standardized guidelines in child support calculations. This led to the development of the three main models discussed earlier: the income shares model, the percentage of income model, and the Melson formula. These models provided states with a framework for determining child support obligations, promoting greater consistency and fairness across jurisdictions. Despite these advancements, challenges remain in child support enforcement. Interstate cases where parents reside in different states can present significant hurdles. The federal government continues to work on improving interstate enforcement efforts to ensure that children receive the support they are entitled to, regardless of where their parents live. Section 6. The future of child support. The future of child support is likely to be shaped by evolving societal norms and technological advancements. One significant trend is the increasing prevalence of shared parenting arrangements. As courts move away from traditional custody models, child support calculations will need to adapt to reflect these new family structures. This might involve considering each parent's time spent with the child and their respective financial contributions. Technology is also expected to play a more prominent role in child support enforcement. Online platforms for child support payments are becoming increasingly common, offering greater transparency and efficiency in the payment process. Automated systems can track payments, send reminders, and even initiate enforcement actions when necessary. These advancements can reduce the burden on both parents and child support agencies. Another area of potential change is the use of artificial intelligence in child support calculations. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data, including income records, cost of living indices, and local child care expenses, to generate more accurate and customized child support orders. This can help ensure that child support payments reflect the actual cost of raising a child in a specific location and time. Section 7. Best practices for parents. Navigating the complexities of child support can be daunting for parents. However, there are several best practices that can help ensure a smoother and fairer process. First and foremost, communication is key. Parents should strive to communicate openly and honestly with each other about their financial situations and the needs of their children. This can help prevent misunderstandings and foster a more cooperative approach to child support arrangements. Seeking legal counsel is also crucial. An experienced family law attorney can provide invaluable guidance and advocacy throughout the process. They can help parents understand their rights and responsibilities, negotiate fair agreements, and represent their best interests in court if necessary. Parents should also keep meticulous records of their income, expenses, and any other relevant financial information. This documentation can be essential in supporting their case and ensuring that child support calculations are accurate. It's also important to understand that child support orders are not set in stone. Life circumstances change, and modifications to child support may be necessary. If a parent experiences a significant change in income, or if the child's needs change, they can petition the court for a modification of the existing order. Section 8. Fairness and flexibility in child support. Fairness and flexibility are paramount in child support calculations and enforcement. The goal is not to punish one parent while rewarding the other. Instead, the focus should be on ensuring that the child's best interests are met and that both parents contribute financially to their upbringing. Rigid adherence to formulas without considering the specific circumstances of each case can lead to inequitable outcomes. Courts and child support agencies should be open to considering unique situations and making adjustments to child support orders as needed. This might involve accounting for extraordinary medical expenses, special educational needs, or other unforeseen circumstances that impact the financial well-being of the child. Flexibility in enforcement is also crucial. While it's important to hold parents accountable for fulfilling their child support obligations, it's equally important to recognize that circumstances can change. Job loss, illness, or other unforeseen events can temporarily hinder a parent's ability to make payments. In such cases, child support agencies should explore alternative solutions, such as temporary payment modifications or community resources, to help parents get back on track without jeopardizing the child's well-being. Section 9. Conclusion. In conclusion, child support is an essential mechanism for ensuring the financial well-being of children after divorce or separation. Understanding the various models used to calculate child support, the factors considered in these calculations, and the historical evolution of child support laws is crucial for parents navigating this complex landscape. Debunking common misconceptions and promoting open communication between parents can foster a more cooperative and less adversarial approach to child support arrangements. As we move forward, embracing technological advancements, adapting to evolving family structures, and prioritizing fairness and flexibility in child support calculations and enforcement will be paramount in ensuring that children receive the financial support they need and deserve to thrive. Remember, the ultimate goal is the well-being of the child, and all parties involved should strive to make decisions that prioritize their best interests.